I kept this outfit since the 70s. It looks great. You wear it well. I love your personal stories. Thanks. I remember this story very well.
Honey, I'm 62 years old now. And when I sit on my porch in the evenings, listening to the cicadas sing like they did back in Georgia, I find myself thinking about the girl I used to be in the 1970s. You know, back then, our family of 4 lived in a small shotgun house near the railroad tracks. Daddy worked at the lumber mill. Mama stayed home, took care of us children. She would cook meals that stretched for days. Lord, I still smell that food. My brother shared a room. Sister and I shared another. Our house was full of music, laughter, and prayer. But outside our door, we found the world could be cruel. I learned early what racism felt like. It was a white cashier who dropped change into my hand like touching me might stain her skin. It was the signs hanging in old storefront windows. It was teachers assuming I was dumb before I ever opened my mouth. One summer afternoon, when I was 15, I walked into a diner downtown with my brother. Every stool at the counter was empty, but the waitress looked at us and said, "Those seats are reserved for others." My brother looked down at the floor, embarrassed and angry. I remember feeling something harden inside me that day. Bitterness, shame, rage. For a long time after that, I stopped trusting white folks altogether. I figured hate was hate, no matter how polite it sounded. Then I met Mr. Walter. He was an older white man who lived alone near the church where we attended on Sundays. His wife had passed years before, and folks said he barely spoke anymore. One day, Mama asked me to help carry groceries to his porch. To be honest, I didn't want to go. But when he opened the door, he smiled kindly and said, "You must be Mildred's daughter. Your mama says you're the smartest girl in school." Child, that caught me off guard. Over time, I started helping Mr. Walter around his yard after school. He'd pay me a few dollars and always offer lemonade afterward. We'd sit on his porch talking. He told me about losing his wife, about serving in the army, and about mistakes he regretted from his younger years. One afternoon, he looked at me and said something I never forgot. "Some people inherit hate like family silver," he told me. "But that don't mean you have to keep passing it down." I didn't answer him right away because the truth was, I had started carrying hate too. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind. The kind that grows when pain sits too long inside you. Mr. Walter encouraged me to apply for college when I didn't think someone like me belonged there. He even helped me practice interviews and gave me his late wife's old typewriter so I could write essays. Do you know, years later, I became a history teacher. I mean, who knew? And every year, when I stood in front of my students, teaching them about racism, the pain of segregation, and the courage of those who fought against it, I also taught them this: people are more than the worst ideas they were raised with. Mr. Walter didn't erase the racism I faced. Nothing could. But he helped me understand that if I let bitterness define my heart, then prejudice would win twice. Now, at age, I still carry those memories. But I also carry grace. And grace weighs a whole lot less than hatred. The moral of my personal story is this. Prejudice can create deep wounds, but healing begins when people choose understanding, kindness, and compassion over fear and hatred.